Hi there, in this video, I'm going to show you some simple home remedies that you can use to yeast infection in women. These remedies are all natural and easy to follow, so stick around and I'll show them to you right now. While yeast infections are common, they may also be inconvenient and, worse, embarrassing for women. Although serious infections may necessitate a visit to the doctor and a prescription, there are over-the-counter medications as well as various home treatments for yeast infections. Learn how to recognize a yeast infection, when to seek medical attention, how to treat a yeast infection at home, and how to keep it from returning. Symptoms and types of yeast infections. There are various forms of yeast infections, but they all occur when a part of the body becomes infected with yeast-like fungus known as candida. About yeast infections. This fungus flourishes in damp, warm, folded skin places like the crotch, under the breast, or the armpits. The most common type of fungal infection in the body is candidiasis, which is caused by yeast and can occur in the mouth, gut, throat, and vagina, says Niket Sunpal, MD, an internist and gastroenterologist in New York. It is conceivable that if it is not treated properly with medication, it will grow out of control and infect your kidneys and heart. There are many different types of candida infections, depending on where they occur on the body and the type of candida that is present. While they do share certain symptoms, they can also have distinct ones. The following are the most frequent candida infections. Cutaneous candidiasis occurs when the body's skin becomes contaminated. Candida typically grows in the skin between the fingers and toes, nails, armpits, beneath the breasts, and around the crotch. The most noticeable sign is a red, itchy rash. Diaper rash in babies can occasionally be caused by candida overgrowth, which occurs when there is a moist environment from wet diapers that allows candida to thrive. A red rash forms between the skin folds, with little red spots representing the diseased area. Oral thrush occurs when candidiasis affects the mouth or throat lining. White lesions on the insides of the cheeks or on the tongue indicate oral thrush. Other symptoms may include foul breath, swallowing pain, taste changes, and mouth dryness. Vaginal yeast infections, also known as vulvovaginal candidiasis, occur when the candida yeast overgrows in the vagina. Candida albicans is a common fungus that causes vaginal yeast infections. Irritation, itching, inflammation, and a thick, white vaginal discharge are all symptoms of a vaginal yeast infection. Yeast infections are widespread and affect 3 out of every 4 women at some point in their lives, says Dr. Sunpal. Because vaginal yeast infections affect the majority of women, this article will focus on yeast infection therapy at home. Is it possible for a yeast infection to clear up on its own? Mild yeast infections have the potential to resolve on their own, explains Dr. Sunpal. However, it is not advised to ignore a yeast infection because it will most likely reoccur if not treated medically. While some people may choose to try natural yeast infection cures or over-the-counter medications, there are some people who should see a doctor if they have signs of a yeast infection. Among these patients are those who suffer from repeated yeast infections 4 or more times in a year, women who are pregnant, those who may have been infected with a sexually transmitted disease, STD, women who are confused whether their symptoms are caused by a yeast infection, for example, the first time the woman has symptoms that may indicate a yeast infection, women who have not found relief from home treatments or over-the-counter medications, patients suffering from uncontrolled diabetes or a weakened immune system as a result of certain drugs or illnesses such as HIV. Home remedies for yeast infections. There are natural remedies for yeast infections. These home treatments for yeast infections are useful for individuals who want a more natural approach. Use any of these treatments internally only after consulting with your healthcare physician. Vinegar made from apple cider. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, has been shown to reduce the growth of Candida albicans, the fungus that causes yeast infections. To utilize this natural cure, combine 1 tablespoon of ACV with a glass of water and drink it every morning. Never use apple cider vinegar in its entirety. Before using apple cider vinegar, always dilute it. However, do not apply ACV to the vagina because it can cause burning and irritation and may even increase the risk of infection. Boric acid. Because of its antiseptic characteristics, boric acid vaginal suppositories may aid in the treatment of yeast infections. While research supports the use of these suppositories, it indicates that they should be used only for recurring and difficult-to-treat yeast infections. Because boric acid is so strong, gentler therapies should be used first. The oil of coconut. Coconut oil, extracted from the flesh of coconuts, contains anti-fungal characteristics that occur naturally. According to a scientific study, coconut oil can help prevent the Candida bacteria, which causes yeast infections. Consult your healthcare physician before applying coconut oil to the vaginal area. Cranberry juice or supplements. Cranberry juice has been shown to help with urinary tract infections by reducing Candida albicans growth, the fungus that causes yeast infections. While research has not demonstrated that it can help cure Candida albicans in the vagina, several women claim to have had success. Cranberry juice and pills are also high in vitamin C, which can aid in infection prevention. Garlic. Garlic and garlic oil have long been used as antifungal agents. It has even been shown in studies to have antifungal efficacy against Candida albicans. While more conventional treatments may involve inserting the garlic clove directly into the vagina, a less invasive and safer approach is to simply add more fresh garlic to food and incorporate it into more meals. Probiotics. Probiotics contain live bacteria, such as Lactobacillus acidophilus, which aids in maintaining a healthy balance of microorganisms in the vagina. In addition to yeast infections, they may be used to treat or prevent bacterial vaginosis and urinary tract infections. Probiotic supplements are available at your local pharmacy or through a trusted internet merchant. It may take up to 10 days for these oral pills to produce results. Some ladies have utilized vaginal suppository probiotics to shorten the time it takes for results. Another recommended strategy to enhance probiotic consumption is to consume yogurt containing live and active cultures. However, there is a dearth of proof that probiotics heal yeast infections. As there is with many natural medicines, probiotics are still being studied for yeast infections, although many doctors recommend taking one whenever an antibiotic is ordered because yeast infections are a possible side effect of antibiotics. Tea tree essential oil. Tea tree oil is an essential oil that has antifungal effects and has been claimed by some to cure yeast infections. It operates by destroying the yeast cell walls and membranes. While additional research is needed, a 2015 study discovered that vaginal suppositories containing tea tree oil could act as a fungicidal agent, killing Candida albicans. Women can buy tea tree oil vaginal suppositories online. C vitamin. Vitamin C. Vitamin C discounts. What exactly is vitamin C? Improves the body's immunity, and a stronger immune system allows the body to fight off yeast infections more effectively. Take a vitamin C pill or consume vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables like oranges and broccoli to obtain more vitamin C. Yogurt. Because of its high probiotic concentration, yogurt containing live and active cultures is an effective treatment for yeast infections. As previously stated, probiotics can aid in the fight against Candida albicans. A 2017 study discovered that eating yogurt with probiotics such Lactobacillus acidophilus helps inhibit yeast development. Choose unsweetened plain yogurt. Even unsweetened yogurt may include natural sugars that can aggravate yeast infections, so avoid putting yogurt in the vagina.